Hey everyone, it's Jason. Welcome to another Lorcana video. This is for set number 3, Into the Inklands. As you can see, our cover art characters, we have good old Jafar, we have Captain Piglet, and we have It's Me, Minnie Mouse. Those are all terrible accents, but I love doing them. Yes, this is the third set. Some new brand new card types, is the new locations. So from one of the packs, we'll actually have some rules. I'll do a quick brief overview of that. If you're not familiar with how I do my pack unboxings, let me just jump into it quick and explain it. I will open up 10 or so packs in this video. I will read through every card, the text, the name of the cards, maybe talk about them, the characters, my insight on some of the cards as we go along. Then I will do usually a second video where I go through, I let you know where we're sitting at for how many cards I have, how many we're missing. And then once I hit all the commons, I'll kind of just start flipping through all the commons pretty quick. I don't reread any card I've already went through in the second video. And the same thing, if I start getting through all the uncommons, I kind of flip through them quick unless I come across one I missed. So then by the second video, usually we're, for the most part, just looking for the rares and hires. Now, a couple of different things in here is, one, I have 40 packs instead of the usual 20 to 24 that I have. So I'll probably end up doing a third video where maybe I split them rather than doing you could do about 15 in the second video. I might end up doing a little bit more in that one or a little bit more in this one and do a third one with the final cards. I just kind of super excited about this, so I bought some extra packs this time. So I got more than 2 boxes. Yes, that's definitely cool. Also to mention is, my brain's not working here for a moment. I also did the starter deck unboxings, so you can go check out that video if you'd like to see all the cards in the starter deck. Now, I did go through and read through all them cards and talk about that as well. I will be rereading all those cards in these videos. So that nothing's changed there. There are no new rarities or anything like that, no new color types, just the brand new location cards. I was trying to find the part of the book where it mentioned. Yes, so we have our rarities. Just to point out as a reminder, the little circle is common. The little white square almost, which is maybe a book, is uncommon. The triangle is rare. The diamond shape is super rare. The hexagon is legendary. And then the octagon is triangle. They almost should have went, because it's 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 0. They almost could have done something with that, or the lines or something. It just had the common be a full circle, have this be 2 halves, like 1, 2, 3 spots, 4 spots, 5 spots, 6 spots separate. Would have been kind of a neat way to do some of that, but that's what they did. Alright, other thing I do want to point out before I get into the actual unboxings is on the back of the packs, because I've seen this come up a bunch, they have little codes on here. So this one is 0094CM1110. I have some like this, which is actually the other direction, 0094CM107. And I have a lot of this one, which is 0084CM210. So this one here I have 10 of. The second one I have 8 of these, and I have all the rest of them in this one. Now, there are people posting online about, if you buy this pack with this number, you're not going to get any legendaries or enchanteds in there. And some people are saying if you buy this pack number, you're going to get this. As far as I know, in all of my worldly knowledge of games, this is just a packing code, matches it to which booster box it came in. I bought, all the packs I bought were sitting single on the store shelf. So they may have been maybe in a warehouse at one point. They were in booster boxes. They dumped them out. I don't know, because mine actually, I get them in the packs that look like these. So they've never actually been in a booster box. So like this one says CM. Sorry, this should be 8. That should have been an 8. Yeah, see, this one's a 9. So that's 009 CM10. Yeah, and then these ones are, yeah, 0084 CM2. So like none of them even match what's even on the back of that box, because it'd be CM210 instead of 1, you know, and the other one's a 9 instead of a 1. So yeah, I don't even know there. I just gotta grab a different one out and see what that even says. Yeah. So like this one match it. You know, this one has a 2 instead of a 1 in the other one. So yeah, I don't even know. As far as I know, they're just numbers on there. They don't actually mean anything. Someone wants to prove me wrong or have some actual evidence or proof and wants to say something in the comments, go ahead. Or just have wild speculation. I mean, that's up to you. Just as a reminder, for each booster pack, there are 12 cards in each pack. 1 foil of any rarity, 2 rares or higher, 3 uncommons, and 6 commons. There is no puzzle card. Instead, we will get these new location reminders. So I will be skipping these in every pack, but we will go over this really quick. So we have new location type cards, which will look like this, which is lots of the same information as all of the other cards. So it just says, new to the Inklands, locations are glimmers that are played as you go on the table in front of you, just like characters and items. Only special location rules are explained here. Some locations give you benefits, some give you lore, some do both. Of course, other card types have abilities that involve the new card type. Alright, so on the back, it's going to have lots of the same stuff. In the top corner, it's going to have, if you play it vertically, it's going to have your cost, possibly ink ability. Then in the middle, we have our name. So this one is Makanui. Subtype is Paradise Island. Below that says its location. For number 3, we have our willpower or our defense. Number 5 is our lore. Number 4 is our ability. And then number 2 is the brand new icon, which is your move cost. That's how much you have to pay to move a character to that location. So if someone wants to move on to that, it costs 1. Once you're on location, the only way to get off of a location is to either move to a new location or that location gets banished. You can't just move your character off to be nowhere. Yeah, so some have the inkwell location as well. So what else does it do besides providing abilities? Some abilities are on the card and say, well, characters are here to do this, or if a character enters to do this. There are other characters that have abilities that say, when they move to this location, do this. Or if they move off a location, do this. So there's going to be stuff like that interacting with it. The other thing is they have gaining lore. At the start of your turn, gain lore equal to the lore value on locations you haven't played. Note this is not questing, which only characters can do. Moving characters. During your turn, you can move one of your characters to one of your locations by paying its location move cost. Characters can only move to their locations. Character can move to a location the same turn as either played. Either one is played. It doesn't matter if the character being moved is exerted or ready. There's no limit to the number of characters you can be at a location at one time. A character can't move from a location except to move to another location. You can do this by paying the other location's cost. It means also I can't have Moana at Makanui pay 1 to move her back to Makanui. So if you have a location that says when this character enters this location due to this ability, I have to literally have a second location out to move them there and then move them back. And the same thing if you have a character that says when this character enters a location due to this ability, you have to have another place to move them. They can't move to the same place. So having one location out may not be beneficial if you're trying to play with those abilities. Challenges and damage. Opposing characters may challenge a location the same way they challenge an exerted character. The challenger ability still apply. Challenge location takes damage equal to the challenger's strength, but doesn't deal damage. Locations also take damage from actions and abilities, but can't be chosen unless it says they can. So if it just says it just target a character, you can't target a location. Location reaches its willpower, it's banished. You put your card in your discard pile. Characters' location are fine, they're just no longer at a location. So nothing hurts them from doing that. And then the last thing are the abilities. Some location have abilities that give you benefits, often based on characters being at the location. These abilities can be used the same turn the location comes into play. Cool. So yeah, basically what location is going to do is every turn it's going to gain you lore. It's also going to possibly trigger abilities. There's some bunch of locations that don't have any special abilities, but just the fact that you have a five willpower card sitting out there that's generating 1 lore every turn, no matter what, your opponent's going to have to spend time getting rid of that, as opposed to getting rid of one of your characters. And since they can attack that, whether your character, whether it's ready or not, all my characters are ready. They can't attack any of them or challenge any, so they can go ahead and go after my lands. There could be a distraction that way as well. Then the other new rule we have in here is moving damage. Also, Into Inklands is the ability to move damage cards from one character or location to another. Moving damage does not count as dealing or damaging. When a character or location receiving the damage. This effect modifies the amount of damage dealt, don't apply to it being moved. So if something says, when this takes damage, it triggers this. It does not count if the damage is just moved. Alright. Enough of that nonsense. Let's hop into some packs. We're going to open up a Jafar pack first. A Jafar. There are some really cool new worlds we're going to enter in here, which is always fun. I think that's one of the most exciting parts about this. I think the two most exciting parts to me, obviously seeing new characters, new locations. Not just, but also, and then the other thing would be seeing the different versions. I love seeing the Dreamborn costumes. The Floodborn costumes are always incredible. But yeah, getting to see new worlds is really fantastic. I'm glad that they didn't just stick with like, oh, here's the base 5 things, and here we're going to add one new. It's usually like about 3 or 4 worlds every time. Alright. Our first card is going to be the Magic Broom. Yes, we're coming back to Fantasia and Magic Brooms. Look how big this guy is. The big sweeper. Clean Sweep. Well, this character has a location. It gets +2 challenge. Super sized tidiness. I love that they brought the... It's cool because like in the first set, you're like, oh, here's Mickey with like one set of brooms. That's kind of a neat little gimmick. Whatever. And you kind of just ignore it. Now they're bringing more brooms back. It's going to make that a viable playstyle. We have Repair. Move up to 3 damage from one of your locations or characters. I'm thinking about opening a shop here. What do you think? I believe she is from Atlantis, the Lost City, which is pretty cool. We have Mickey Mouse, Stalwart Explorer, Dreamborn, so he's all fancy looking there. It's Indiana Jones cosplay. Let's take a look. This character gets... let's take a look. Woohoo! This character gets 1 challenge for each location you have in play. Oh, see? That could be pretty cool. Mickey knew just where to start searching for the Sorcerer's Hat, but he didn't expect it to be guarded. Billy Bones, Keeper of the Map, Storyborn, Alien, and Pirate. This is from Treasure Planet, which I had not seen. And when I knew it was in this set, told my wife, we're like, okay, we're finally going to sit down and watch it. I did not watch Atlantis yet. I didn't make it in time for this unboxing. But yeah, I definitely said I have to sit down and watch this so I know who the heck all these characters are. He's after me, chestnuts, being a cyborg and his band of cutthroats. In spoilers for Treasure Planet, for anyone who hasn't seen it yet, and it's not super spoiler because it's early in the movie, but like I saw this card and I'm like, oh, this must be like one of the main characters or something, and he dies like 5 minutes into the movie. I'm like literally sitting there watching. I'm like, wait, they made a card for him. He has to be a main character. Why would they make a card for a character that dies 5 minutes? Oh, he must come back later or something. No. So I was kind of like, I was a little bit blown away by that. We have Skippy, the energetic rabbit from Robin Hood. Ward, even the bravest outlaw knows when to lie low. And our last comment is Mr. Snoop's inept businessman from the Rescuers. Which is a very cool inclusion into this. This is simple, Snoops. I want that lore, one that shines like a diamond. I love that they have all these references in the card, like the lore, trying to collect lore, get stuff from the ink, and like of this, it's here's all these Disney characters, but then they're also like they're in the Inklands, I guess, like makes sense with the story, but they're in the Lorcana world as well, trying to do stuff, which is really cool. We have 99 puppies. Sitting on a bridge. Whenever one of your characters quests this turn, gain 1 lore. 2, 4, 6, and 3 is 9, plus 2 is 11. Very good, Roger. This goes very well with the rest of the Dalmatians. They have puppy cards, called, I think it's just Dalmatian Pup Tailwagger, I believe is the name of it, which you can have 99 of them in your deck. Which it should be like a little bit less than that, because there's some named ones as well, but I get the concept behind it. But yeah, basically if you just play a bunch of puppies, you can keep questing every turn with them, and then also getting extra lore. We have Starkey, Devious Pirate. Point him in the right direction, he'll do the rest. Little John, Robin's pal. Bodyguard, disguise. During your turn, this character gains evasive. So Bodyguard says, this character may enter play exerted. The opposing character who challenges one of your characters must choose one with Bodyguard if able. So that's cool. So basically they enter into play and they have to be attacked. So it's a good way to prevent someone from hitting you. Our first rare of the video is Maui, who's a whale. Just as sweet, we're getting alternate versions of Maui because he's a shapeshifter. This mission is cursed. This character can't ready at the start of your turn. Interesting. I got your back. Pay 2, ready this character. He can't quest for the rest of this turn. Always ready to make a splash. So cool. He comes in big, hard with 8/8. But you have to spend 2 to re-ready him. Then we got a super rare. Sheriff of Nottingham. Corrupt Official. He's his Dreamborn version. He's all, haha, I got all the money. Taxes should hurt. Whenever you discard a card, you may deal 1 damage to chosen opposing character. The 13th rule of villainy. Take everything you can, but do it with a smile. Ooh, I'm going to have to look up to see how many of the rules we have. I know they have a bunch in the other sets as well. Then our foil card is actually a rare as well. We have Morph from Treasure Planet. Mimicry. You may play any character with shift on this character as if it had this character's name. You jingle-headed blob of mischief. That's actually I know people are expecting this to be like a crazy card, right? I feel like what would be interesting here is if they had introduced a 6th color. Like, here's a white card, which is neutral, which doesn't have any color and could be played in any deck. And that's where Morph would have made more sense with this ability, because in that way you could put him in any deck and anyone could shift on top of him. But because he's only in green, now he really limits half your deck options. Still a really awesome ability. I don't have any problem with that. Just, yeah, it would have been cool if they added a 6th one, which is just like here's another thing. Digimon did this. Basically, Digimon has a similar colory feel. They have red, blue, green, purple, black, and yellow. So they have 6 different colors, which are kind of like balancing each other out. But then they eventually introduced white, which were essentially neutral cards that didn't fall in with, but they had very few cards that have went in there. I think in the total of all the sets, there's only been a handful. I don't know the number. There's only been a handful. Where normally there's maybe 30 of each new color. There's maybe 1 or 2 of each set, and they're usually very, very powerful cards or very unique cards. And that's what they could have done in this set. Added a 6th color in here that could have been a neutral card for any color. And that would have been neat for adding some specific other things like that. But that's alright. Alright, pack number 2, we have Chief Tui, Proud of Makanui. Mentor and King. Look at our home. There's no better place to be. I don't know why he became a gruff voice. We have Moana, Undeterred Voyager, with Evasive. Cool. It's just nothing extra special there. A Mulan card, Striking a Good Match. A character with 2 or more can exert to sing this song for free. Draw 2 cards, then choose and discard a card. Ooh, we have DuckTales, our first foray into DuckTales in this set, this video. Magica Dispel, Ambitious Witch. So these are from the new DuckTales series, the reboot, not the original. Feed my power, dark eclipse. Free my form from the shadowy abyss. Dormant magic now unchained. The Shadow Queen be whole again. Cool. She's just a simple purple card. But you need lower level cards to do stuff. We have Distract. Chosen character is minus 2 challenges turn, draw a card. This is from the Brave Little Tailor, I believe, from Mickey Mouse, which is really cool. They have more of that. We have from the Rescuers, we have Miss Bianca, who has a Rescue Aid Society agent who has Singer 4, which is very cool. Our society has never failed against her call for help. We are getting our first location uncommon card. The Sorcerer's Tower, Wondrous Workplace. To cost 3 has a willpower defense of 7. Cost 2 to move there, but it says Broom Closet. Your character's name Magic Broom may move here for free. Magical characters have +1 lore while here. That's pretty cool, because what was our first card we got? Magical Broom. The character's at a location, it gets +2, so it can move there for free, gets extra 2, and gets extra lore. Everything you need to make some magic. For everybody else, this is not gonna be useful at all. So if you're not playing the Magic Broom deck, it's not useful, I should say. If you're not playing Magic Broom, it's not gonna be as viable as probably some of the other locations. Although every character still gets +1 lore, which is not bad either. Our next uncommon is Scrooge McDuck, Uncle Moneybags. He's dreamborn, diving into his money chest. Treasure Finder. Whenever this character quests, you may pay... that is funny. I just noticed that. You may pay 1 less for the next item you play this turn. His bottom of his box is all gold. Like, look at the other characters. It's just got like this wavy pattern. He gets a gold print like he's diving, and that's awesome. Little things like that, you know. Sometimes that's all you need to see. Alright, our next uncommon, Rise of the Titans from Hercules. Banish chosen location or item. Oh, we're in trouble. Big trouble. This is awesome because there's not a lot of cards to directly deal with items. Locations, yes, because now you can challenge them and bash them. But just the fact to straight up get rid of items is pretty cool. And there's the 5 different Titans there, the 4 elements, and the Cyclops. Our first rare is Helga Sinclair, Vengeful Partner. Nothing personal. When this character is challenged and banish the challenging character. So she's gonna lure, and then your opponent's have to decide: can they keep a 4 and let you gain 1 lore every turn, or do they get rid of this? The thing is, she's really easy to get rid of. She only costs 1, but it's gonna get rid of whoever takes her out. So yeah, they basically have to decide who can I sacrifice to get rid of this person. That's awesome. Our other rare is Baloo, von Brunwald the 13th, who's his Dreamborn version from Tailspin. Bodyguard. Let's make like a tree. When this character is bashed, gain 2 lore. So I was really happy to see this in here, being Tailspin, because we have the Jungle Book. And that's my thoughts. Oh, we have the Jungle Book. That's cool. We have Blue and Shere Khan and Louie and all that. And I'm like, but are we gonna? I said, oh, does that mean now we're not going to get Tailspin because it's the same the same named characters, which are supposed to, I think, like, canonically be, like, from the same world. They just went more civilized. It's just a whole another thing. But yeah, so it's like, are they gonna have it? And then they added in this second. I'm like, that's fantastic. Our foil card is the Queen. Mirror Seeker. Calculating and vain. Whenever this character quests, you may look at the top 3 cards of your deck and put them back in any order. She only has one question, and she better like the answer. Yeah, that's actually a nice little ability. Especially in quests, you can, like, search your deck. Looking at the top of your... Finding out what's in your deck is never a bad thing. Awesome. Let's go to pack number 3 here. We start off with Iago, Pretty Polly, who has Evasive. Cool. Yeah, him coins or whatever flying around him. Maid Marian, Delightful Dreamer. Highborn Lady, when you play this character, chosen character gets -2 challenge for the turn. The Gizmo Suit. It seems exactly like the pack I just had in the other video. Gizmo Suit is an item. Cybernetic Armor. Banish this item. Chosen character gains resist +2 till the start of your next turn. Damage dealt to them is reduced by 2. It stands in the halls of Lorcana, waiting for someone to speak the secret words. Webby Vanderquack. Enthusiastic Duck. Finding lore is a lot easier when you have a grappling hook. Yeah, definitely a nice little cheap red card. Milo Thatch, Clever Cartographer. Believe me, studying gibberish can really take you places. Just some simple cards, we need those. We have, for our last common, Heal What Has Been Hurt. Which is a song from Tangled. Move up to 3 damage from a chosen character, then draw a card. Let your power shine, make the clock reverse. I don't know this song. Yeah, that's not 3 damage from a chosen character, draw a card. I see it happen with a lot of these songs now. Like, and maybe it happened a lot more than I can think of. But lots when you play a song, doesn't affect, and then you get to draw a card to essentially replace it, which is cool. In our uncommons, we have Captain Hook's Rapier. Those scurvy brats. During your turn, whenever one of your characters banishes another character in a challenge, you may pay 1 to draw a card. Let's have at it. Your character's named Captain Hook, gain Challenger +1. It's very good with a Captain Hook deck. Trigger, Not So Sharp Shooter. Old Betsy, your character's named Nuts, you get +1 lore. Criminally Trigger, point that pea shooter the other way. I love Robin Hood. I really gotta sit down and rewatch that too. Our last uncommon is Flint Heart Gloom Gold Lone Cheater. They'll never see it coming. During your turn, this character gains Evasive. Nobody tells Flint Heart Gold Gloom what to do. Then we have our rare. We have a new location. We have Belle's House, the Maurice's Workshop. It costs 2 to move this. This is Laboratory. If you have a character here, you pay 1 less to play items. Item generation, definitely helpful. Then you only have to have 1 character there. So you can play it, put 1 guy there, then ignore it otherwise. Some of the most important tools in Lorcana are crafted here. Our other rare is John Silver, Greedy Treasure Seeker. So in the first set, there was a, I think, legendary rare that was John Silver, and it was like the only Treasure Planet card in that set, which is kind of like really weird and random. So it's cool they brought him back and a little bit lower difficulty. Also, he's a Dreamborn, so there's a little bit more fantastic. There's a little energy on him, like holding his body parts together. That's pretty cool. Giant anchor. I love it. He also has the most keywords: Dreamborn, Villain, Alien, Pirate, and Captain. Chart your own course. For each location you have in play, this character gains resist 1 and +1 lore. I was never much good at the games. I always hated to lose. That's cool. I like this idea of having more locations give you abilities, whether or not you are using them for the other effects. because then it gives you something to spend your points on. And then our foil is Genie, cramped in the lamp. 10,000 years, it give you such a crick in the neck. I love that he's like stuck in the card border artwork. That's pretty fun. Alright, we'll leave that for a sec. We're going to hop into pack number 4. So, still a lot of stuff. It's not really to the point where I should be like, oh, I'm hoping to get this guy or hoping to get that guy yet. But we will get there. Alright, our first one, we have a common. I think there are 3 lands or locations in each color. I think there's one of each rarity. I think there's a common, an uncommon, and a rare. I believe are the 3 different ones. So you have a lot of different new ones to get to. So we have the Forbidden Mountain, Maleficent's Castle. So there was our other one also. Where's that in the other set? Workshop, that must have been in the other booster I had. Alright, we'll find one later then. I thought I had another Maleficent's Castle, but maybe I'm wrong. Was that yeah, I think I'm just misremembering this already. My brain's already starting to go. Alright, whatever. An eerie quiet surrounds the castle, but beware, the dangerous occupant within. Yeah, so it just gives you 1 lore, but again, it throws out another location for kind of cheap. Alright. We have Rufus, the orphanage cat. Too old to be chasing mice. When this character is banished, you may put this card into your inkwell face down and get deserted. So blue likes to do that a lot. Baboom. Deal 2 damage to a chosen character or location. Ooh, so this is really cool. So here we have Treasure Planet. We have John Silver. This is his Dreamborn version that we just saw, because he has like that glowy parts in there. So that's pretty neat. Plus, you also look on the symbol there. We have the steel symbol. I love when they add the little symbols into the artwork. You can catch them sometimes. Pika Pan, Neverland hero who has rushed, can challenge the turn they're played. Over here, Kink. Will you have a character named Tinkerbell and play this character gains 2 challenge? So yeah, Tinkerbell is already out. And then you play him, he has 3 right away. With Peter, plans often meant diving headlong into danger. That's true. For our next location, we have Deville Manor, Cruella's estate. They say the old place is haunted or glitched or some such fiddle-faddle. Yeah, 1 cost, 1 4, pretty light, but it gets you another location. From the Rescuers, we have Orville, the ace pilot. Boy, look at those things can go. What do you call them? Ink runners? Wish I could fly one like that. Ooh, now I want to see an Ink Runner. That better be a card coming up in the next set. Because they look like flying ships. That's pretty cool. Our first uncommon, yes, we got a Titan. I love the Titans. I really hope I get all 5 of them. Hydros, the Ice Titan. Kingdom Hearts is going to make me hate these guys even more because they're such a pain in the ass. Blizzard, exert frozen character. Exert chosen character. Freeze, Zeus. I also love this guy almost particularly because I love freeze decks. So, like, I do that in Magic all the time. For our next uncommon, we have Rolly, Hungry Pup. Support. Whenever this character quests, you may add their challenge to another chosen character's challenges card. I'm hungry, mother. I really am. Then we have Ursula, Deceiver. You'll never even miss it. When you play this character, chosen opponent reveals their hand and discards a song card of their choice. Very cheap. Quick way to get rid of your opponent's song early on, but they could just not be playing songs or not have one, which could definitely happen. Our first rare, the Queen's Castle Mirror Chamber. Yeah, so this is kind of what's interesting. This is what I was sort of looking for, is who. Yeah, this is Maleficent. This is the Queen. That's a different character. That's what I got thrown off about. Because someone like, one's a full castle. This is a specific, the castle and then a room in there. Yeah, it's kind of interesting how they do each one there. Using the mirror, at the start of your turn, for each character you have here, you may draw a card. Those who visit the mirror can choose their question, but not the answer. Interesting, because the other queen we had was blue, and this one's purple. Alright. Our other rare is a legendary rare. We got Hydra. I forgot Hydra was in here. I knew the Titans were in here, but I forgot Hydra was in here. Deadly Serpent. Watch the teeth. Whenever this character is dealt damage, deal that much damage to a chosen opposing character. More heads are better than one. That is pretty cool. So if he takes damage, he's going to deal damage back to him, but he might not necessarily die. And if you can keep healing him, that'd be awesome. Our foil is just a comma with Della Duck. Unstoppable Mom. Reckless, she can quest the same turn. I survived the moon. How tough could the flooded Inklands be? Awesome. So we got two more. I love Hercules cards. I love Disney. I love almost all of these. Alright, Diablo. Faithful pet for Maleficent. Looking for Aurora. Whenever you play a character named Maleficent, you may look at the top card of your deck, put it either on the top or bottom of your deck. With a little ink enchanted magic, nothing escapes his sight. That's cool though that he's a Dreamborn version of him. He's like a little minor guy. It's not just the major main characters that get Dreamborn. Now he might not get a Floodborn necessarily, but Dreamborns are pretty cool. But he's also almost like he's made of ink, where you see he's weirdly drawn. He has all the holes in his feathers. That's very, very cool. We have Pluto, Mickey's clever friend. He's Dreamborn. He's like a scientist or an inventor. Pluto's job was to keep Gustav's attention so Minnie could get into the cave. Just next, we have the Minnie from the pack art. If I can find one. Yeah, where she's spelunking. We have Adventurer Mickey, who's looking for the Sorcerer's Hat, so the Sorcerer's Apprentice stuff. So who's Gustav that we're trying to keep track of, keep his attention of? I think Gustav is the giant. Do we see him already? I keep forgetting if it's one of the previous packs I've looked at. Yeah. I believe this is Gustav. Who he's keeping distracted with that blue orb. Might be the blue orb on his chest. Linking these cards together it's like you're already taking so many Disney elements and you're throwing them together in one game. Then you're adding this Inkland Lorcana world to it, which people are referencing and doing stuff. Then you're even having cards interact with each other, not just gameplay wise but lore wise, which is really fun. I love all these little details. We have Kaida, the royal warrior from Atlantis. She's seen strange things before, but nothing like this. And she has bodyguard. We have Kakamora, menacing sailor. Plunder, whenever you play this character, each opponent loses one lore. There's a bunch more where he came from. Now, I wish he also would have been I don't know the movies, so I don't know how many there really are. But it would have been cool if they had him like the puppies and had another character you have 99 of. But that might have been too abusive for that ability. Sir Hiss, he's Dreamborn. He's all decked out in clothes and stuff. That's fun. He's all rich in treasure. Evasive. Prince John is the only one collecting taxes. Sir Hiss, aggravating asp. One of the two awesome snakes, because you have him and Ka. Ka would be from Jungle Book. Joshua Sweet, the doctor who has bodyguard, heading out to the Inklands. Come back if you need a patching up. Our first uncommon is another Sorcerer's Tower. So we've already seen that one. Our next one's the Jolly Roger Hook's ship. Look alive, you swabs. Characters getting rush will here. All hands on deck. Your pirate characters may move here for free. I love it because there's so many pirates. Because you have Captain Hook and some of his team, but now you have Treasure Planet cards that are also pirates. Plus, we're going to get Piglet, who's a pirate. That's pretty cool. Because we had the broom cards that can move there for free. Now we have one for pirates. Like, I hope we're going to get some for some of the other different types, like princes or princesses, stuff like that. And the references card types I love. But yeah, that's pretty cool. So you can play this, your guys can move there. We have the non-foil version of the genie. Our first rare is The Boss is on a Roll. It's a song from Little Mermaid, which I don't remember this song very well. With the top 5 cards of your deck, put any number of them on top or bottom of your deck in any order, gain 1 lore. Hey, gaining a lore isn't bad at all. And then the fact you get restack your deck can be very helpful. Our other rare is Lucky, the 15th Pup. Good as new. Exert, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. You may put each character at the cost of 2 or less into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your deck in any order. No, this is to help them search for more puppies in general. Puppy Love. When this character quests, if you have 4 or more other characters in play, your characters get +1 lore this turn. Cool. And then our foil is a common Skippy, which has Ward. Alright, next pack. And don't forget about the beautiful artwork on the back of the card, which is really cool. We're going to start off with Pwa, the Pot-Bellied Pig. Always there. This character is banished. You may shuffle this card back into your deck. Always ready to lend a hand or snout. The Volkador. Sealed away. Your location and characters at your locations and characters at locations gain 1 resist. Resist +1. So damage outcomes reduced by 1. Only Scrooge knows about the vault. He's going to keep it that way. This is pretty good because now it's going to force your opponents to have to try and either do extra damage or try and figure out a way to get rid of this item card. We have another Helga Sinclair, but this is a different one. Right-hand woman. Challenger +2. That was an order, not a suggestion. Let's go. So that's pretty fun. Oh, we got Nutsy to go with our trigger. Nutsy, button your beak. So just villainous henchman. Doesn't boost trigger up at all, but trigger boosts him up. So it's kind of an interesting pair. We have an item card, the airfoil from Tailspin. I gotta be going. Exert. If you played 2 or more actions this turn, draw a card. Discover the lost sea duck. It looked good as new. That's nice. So yeah, it just stays out there, and if you play action cards, you gain an extra bonus. Boss's Orders. Chosen character gains support this turn. Snoops. You know I know you can look harder. Find me that lower. I know we had his card in the other set. I just want to see if I can find this quick. Was it in the pack or was it actually... One second here. Of course, now that I'm looking for it, I can't find it. Right? That's how that works, right? I'm specifically looking for a card, which is why I don't usually look for cards, but this lore and stuff is just so cool. I don't know where that card was. It in the beginning of this pack? Yeah. It's simple, Snoops. I want that lore. And then actually like, look harder. Find me that lore. Sorry. Very little. I just wanted to go through and show that. Alright, we're looking at our first uncommon. We have another Magica Dispel. Thieving Sorcerer. She has a shadow that does stuff, which is pretty crazy. Telekinesis. Exert. Return chosen item with a cost equal to or less from this character's challenge to its owner's hand. Do you know what I call this? A good start. So, this is actually fun for two reasons. One, gets rid of an item card that your opponent has, or two, you put one back in your hand that you can reuse. Like, hey, when you play this, it does this. That's pretty cool. The Queen of Hearts, Wonderland Empress, her Dreamborn. She's a little fanciful dress, a little chariot. Always here are my ways. Whenever this character quests, other villain characters get +1 lore this turn. Well, that's awesome, teaming off other villains. The more Inklands she claims, the more she wants. And then Wildcat, the mechanic. Evasive and disassemble, banish chosen items. A green character that can just straight up banish an item every turn. That's awesome. Our first rares, we have another Pluto, Determined Defender with Shift 5. His Floodborn becomes like a superhero. And I believe he has on his pendant there is the Amber symbol. Bodyguard and Guard Dogger. Start your turn, move up to 3 damage counters from this character. So he's going to survive it very easily. That's awesome. Our other rare is the Aurelian Gyro Sensor. Seeking Knowledge. Remember, one of your character quests, you may look at the top card of your deck. Put it either on the top or bottom of your deck. There's a lot of card searching in this deck. It can point you towards the Lost Lore, but if you're not careful, it leads you off a cliff. Venturo and Illuminator. This is also cool, because this is Lorcana only stuff. This is brand new item for the Lorcana world. Plus, Venturo is a brand new character, so maybe we'll see some brand new, not regular Disney characters in here at some point. And our foil is a Kaida, Atlantean, which has Atlantean text, which I do not know what it means. I still haven't looked it up. Maybe I'll try and look it up before the next part 2 of the video, and we'll talk about it then. I'll set that aside as a reminder. Alright, I think we only got one super rare so far, so we're not doing very well on there, but we have a lot of packs to go through. So I have Don Carnage, Prince of Pirates. Another pirate to go with the thing. He's from Tailspin. I didn't expect you to find me here, did you? Well, neither did I. Another Diablo. Another Pluto. We're going to get some duplicates. Ba-boom. We have Jim Hawkins, Dreamborn. So a little bit less tattered clothes. Special clothes. He's Thrill Seeker. If you want a bigger reward, you got to take bigger risks. From Treasure Planet. Our new location, Neverland, Mermaid's Lagoon. Mermaids told Peter they'd seen some items floating by several days earlier, but they were more concerned with one of their sisters had gone missing. Again, doesn't cost much to move guys there. Low defense, but it does get you a nice location out cheap. The common ones are usually like that. Uncommon, Kit Cloud Kicker. Navigator, his Floodborn. This is awesome. So he's like super fantastical version. He's got like holographic or energy projected airfoil and cord that he's hanging on to. Shift 3, you may play him on top of him, and Ward. Plus he has 3 lore. That's pretty cool. Mr. Smee, Bumbling Mate. Oh dear, dear, dear. At the end of your turn, if this character has exerted and you don't have a captain character in play, deal 1 damage to this character. Catch those little... Ouch. That's kind of a neat effect, right? He's cheap, but he does some good stuff. But if you don't have a captain in there, he's going to eventually lose out to himself. And our last uncommon is Slightly, the Lost Boy. The Fox. If you have a character named Peter Pan in play, pay 1 less to play this character, and is evasive. Pirates are easy to trick. The only thing I didn't like about this card. Okay, so I go over all the lists and make checklists usually before the sets come out. So I've seen all the different cards. I just don't really stop and read any of the text, so I can read them during these videos because I find that more fun. But I did notice that all the different Lost Boys have different, like, subtitle names, except him. He's just called the Lost Boy. I didn't really like that. I'm like, how come everyone else gets special names? Maui's Place of Exile, the Hidden Island. Isolated. Characters gain resist 1 will here. Nothing but boulders and sand. Easy to miss. So this would be one that, like, It doesn't lure every turn, but it can help keep your characters alive. So if they have special abilities, this can help. Extra 1 defense is not a bad thing to have. And then we got a super rare there. Sheriff of Nottingham, Corrupt Official. Taxes shouldn't hurt. Whenever you discard a card, you may deal 1 damage to chosen opposing character. And then our foil, which we haven't seen yet, is from Hercules. I will find my way. I would go to most anywhere. I don't remember this song either. I gotta like rewatch all these movies. Chosen characters of yours get +2 challenges turn. They may move to a location for free. That's awesome. It's also interesting because they didn't want to put in too many cards that affected locations because they're not necessary to play with. And plus, you have 2 other sets that don't have locations. There's no guarantee that the next set is going to have a ton of locations. It might have 1 for each color. 2 for each color. They don't want it like overloaded, I bet. So let's just see what happens. Alright. Bestow a gift. Action. Oh, it's just cool. She's going to give him that ink. Move 1 damage counter from a chosen character to an opposing chosen character. So it's basically like you heal someone to damage someone else. From my magic ink, I call this gift, fly my minion, thy wings be swift. New location, McDuck Manor, Scrooge's mansion. It's the coolest home in Lorcana. Yes, it's interesting. It always sounds like each of these worlds got mashed together. We have 9 defense, but it does cost 4. But lore is for 2 every turn. That's awesome. Love that we got Razul, the Palace Guard. Looky here. This character has no damage. He gets +2 attack. I also like to use a captain because he can work with Smee. Even though he's not a pirate captain, he's still a captain. There's no princess here to save you this time, straight racked. That's fun. Jim Hawkins again. We have got some Riffraff. Dreamborn version. Ward. Eerie pair with a character named Flotsam. Gains Ward. So yeah, he passes Ward on to the other guy. There must be a powerful lore here. Very powerful. There's our Kita again. Uncommon, we have Madame Odie, Voice of Wisdom. Dreamborn, Ally Sorcerer. Listen to your mama now. Whenever a character quests, you may move up to 2 damage counters from chosen character to chosen opposing character. That's the way to give what it needs, Juju. So purple seems to be able to move in counters around this time. That's cool. Wendy Darling, Talented Sailor, a Dreamborn. With Pink's upgrades in place, Wendy took disguise to find the missing mermaids. And that's fun because that references the Mermaid Lagoon card. Dive Bomb. Banish one of your characters with Reckless to banish a chosen character with less challenge than that character. I love that. It's just artwork and the card itself. The ability is pretty cool. Character that's summoned in, they can challenge right away, but instead of... Doesn't even have to be the first time they challenge. You basically just take one of your characters with Reckless, bash them. And there is cards that give characters Reckless. So that'd be cool too. Our first rare, Mufasa, Champion of the Pride Land. Even his name makes enemies quiver and throw like 10 defense, willpower, 3 lore. That guy's powerful. And our other one is Peter Pan, Pirate's Bane. His Floodborns. Now he gets all his fantastical version of himself. It looks like he gets a cape and he gets pirate buckles, and that becomes more like piratey looking almost, which is interesting because we also seen one of his Dreamborn versions where he just becomes more like whimsical elf. He gets like leaf clothes and stuff, so it's kind of cool. Shift 4, and then evasive, and you're next. Whenever he challenges a pirate character, this character takes no damage from the challenge. So cool, so it'd be very helpful again with all them pirates. Our foil is an uncommon, is Maui. Soaring Demigod, who has Reckless. Immobility, whenever a character yours named TA quests, this character gains 1 lore and loses Reckless this turn. Got more of those chickens hanging around. But look at that though, you could pay 3, get him out and then dive bomb him. He has 5. Also, now you can destroy an extra 5 cost character for free. Well, not for free, but, you know. Alright, next pack. Bestowal gift. McDuck Manor. We've seen was like a remix. Same pack. Jim Hawkins. Jetson. But, hey, we got Orville. Ace Pilot. Oh, why am I going to say this wrong? It's Tiana's Place. There we go. My brain was like, I'm trying to add extra letters in there. I know it's wrong, so I didn't want to say it. Jazz Restaurant. Night Out. Characters can't be challenged well here. In New Orleans, dreams come true. 8 defense, 1 lore. Not bad at all. Uncommon, we also have Has Set My Heart. He's not really smart, and yet he's touched my little cowhide heart. I don't know what. I think this is from Three Musketeers, from Mickey Mouse's, but I might be wrong. Banish chosen item. That's another green character. It can just banish items. That's nuts. That's awesome, though. I love it. Last ditch effort. Exert chosen character. The chosen characters of yours gains Challenger 2 for this turn. Yeah, so basically, yeah, you can choose one of your opponent's characters to target for an attack. Because you gain a boost. They're now exerted, so now you can attack them. That's awesome. Our first rare is Rafiki, Mystical Fighter, Dreamborn, Mentor, and Sorcerer. Like the hyenas. He has little like tribal tattoos on like lights. That's pretty cool. Challenger +3s. Normally he's 0, but when he attacks, also now he gains 3. Ancient Skill is when he challenges a hyena character, takes no damage from the challenge. So we have like Peter Pan to do that for pirate. He used to do that for hyenas. It's just cool. Not as many hyenas as are pirates, but it's still very cool. Then we got a super rare. A Chernobog Evildoer, who's from Fantasia. 9, 9, and 3 lore. The Power of Evil. For each character card in your discard, you pay 1 less to play this character. Oh boy. Summon Spirits. When you play this character, shuffle all character cards from your discard pile into your deck. Darkness calls minions everywhere. Oh, that's pretty sweet. So sacrificing guys, cool, because then you get to play them back. Plus, he has some purple minions that he can just get rid of to play quicker, which is really cool. Then we have Trigger, who I think we've seen before, but if not, he's going to give Nutsy a +1. Alright, last pack for this video. And then we will kind of do a count, see where we're at, and then we'll hop into the next one. I think I'm missing a lot. I don't have almost any super rares. I have 1 legendary. We're missing a lot of stuff yet, but maybe we have a lot of commons or uncommons. Flying Carpet, Magic Rug, Evasive, Find the Way, Exert. Move a character of yours to a location for free. Very helpful. We have Louie, Chill Nephew, who has support. So one of the DuckTale characters. We have the Minnie Mouse Funky Spelunker. Journey Willis characters a location. She gets +2. So yeah, Steel likes to do that. Give you like less and then you gain the bonus when they actually do stuff. We've seen Moana. We have Cubby, Mighty Lost Boy. The Bear. When this character moves to a location, he gets +3 this turn. Alright, we have our first Dalmatian pup. We haven't seen it. If you've checked out the starter deck video, you've seen these guys. They have, they're pretty cool. So you have Dalmatian pup, Tail Wagger. Storyborn pup. Where did they all come from? You have 99 copies of Dalmatian puppy, Tail Wagger in your deck. So it's pretty cool. So they really want you able to find all of them. They also have, in the bottom here, 4 C's. So there's 4 A through E. So there's 5 different artworks for this card. So that way you can have 99, but if you do, you're not going to have 90 on the exact same looking card if you don't want. So that's pretty cool. Uncommon, we have Friar Tuck, the Priest of Nottingham. You thieving scoundrels. When you play this character, the player or players with the most cards in their hand choose and discard a card. Get out of my church. Out, out, out. We have Dewey. Showy Nephew, who has support. I knew it. I knew I could do it. Dewey for the win. So the nephews are trying to collect various crystals, which is pretty cool. Uncommon, we have Simba, the rightful king, which would go nice with Mufasa. Triumphant stance. During your turn, whenever this character banishes another character in a challenge, the chosen opposing character can't challenge during their next turn, with dangers multiplying all around. The pride needs its guardian. Yeah, stop someone else from attacking. That's pretty cool. Our first rare, hey, there's that Peter Pan we were talking about, the Dreamborn. Lost Boy Leader. I came to listen to the stories. Once per turn, when this character moves to a location, gain lore equal to that location's lore. The Illuminators needed someone to find a missing spellbook, and Peter was the first to volunteer. And then we got another Chernobog, which is pretty cool that we got two of them, I guess. We've had another card, and then finally we have another Diablo as a foil. Alright, so that's what we have for Into the Inklands video, Unpack Part 1. Hope you guys are enjoying the videos. Questions, comments, go ahead and hit me up. Let me know if you want to see more of these, what you guys would like to see or hear me talk about. See you guys later. Bye.